I bought the boat. I inherited some money from my parents about a bit over 6 years ago. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. And a lot of people suggested I should be sensible and invest it because it was just sort of sitting there. And I didn't. I didn't do anything with it at all until I decided that while I liked Switzerland a lot, it's very beautiful where we live, but I have 3 children and the last one was about to leave home and my husband travels the whole time. And I thought, I'm just going to be sitting here keeping the house warm for Christmas when everybody is around. And I thought, I want a base in London, and I thought of getting a flat. And then I thought, maybe I'm just going to sit in this flat going, la la la, here I am in my flat. This is the first place that where I chose to live here, because I'm the daughter of a diplomat, and we moved every 3 years. And then I moved to the States. I'm American as well as British. I moved with my husband, who's British, to California, because that's where he was doing some postgrad work. And then his job moved to DC, and I moved with him. And then he got a job in Switzerland, I moved to Switzerland. So I never really decided where I actually wanted to be until I bought this boat, and I was like, right, this is mine, this is my base, and that feels good. People's image of a boat is it might be a bit cold and damp, and this isn't. It's really cosy. But it does occasionally leak, and that freaks me out slightly. This is where I first started to get excited. That's the kitchen going in, and I could see light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, really, really different. And this is the loo that flushes straight into the marina system. It flushed into a tank, and then the whole boat had to move around the corner to be pumped out through a hose. And it was a big palaver. And the light that showed whether the loo tank was full wasn't always accurate, so I was in a constant state of panic about how full, how full was it and how soon was I going to suddenly have to move. I used to write for the radio in America, for National Public Radio, and I was also a writer for the National Geographic magazine. And now I'm working on my second novel, which is called How Much Is That Daughter in the Window, and is set in the red light district of Lahore, Pakistan, and Amsterdam, and also Cambridge in England. And also, from the writing point of view, it can be quite lonely writing, and to be able to just wander out and then have a conversation with someone for 5 minutes without having to take a proper work break and disrupt the flow for an hour. I can just go and have a kind of 5-minute chat with someone, and that's really, really nice. So it's the perfect place for a writer, I think, and a therapist as well. And so I alternate writing with seeing clients. I do this technique called tapping, which is a bit like acupuncture but with no needles, and releases negative emotions. And I also trained as a hypnotist, so I also do hypnotherapy. It is really simple to learn, and it looks kind of like it's nothing, and it's very, very, very powerful. I mean, I had someone sitting here who had been raped by her boyfriend's best friend, and it was really, really traumatic. And within an hour and a half of tapping, the whole thing was like distant and neutral. She could remember it, but she wasn't kind of troubled by it.
No.
He should have known it would upset me.
He should have known it would upset me.
And he doesn't.
And he doesn't.
And he should have.
And he should have.
And he doesn't, because he doesn't know.
Because he doesn't know.
And I've decided.
And I've decided.
That he should know.
That he should know.
But how do I know he should know?
But how do I know he should know?
How should he know?
I need to talk to him.